So, what's going on? Man, I'm on my way to the house. So, me and the missus going out tonight. Tonight is date night. So, I just dropped off the boys at my mama's, and kind of on a tight schedule because I gotta go throw my clothes on and get out this house because we have our reservations at 7:30, and it is currently 6:50. So, unfortunately, this isn't nothing new to us. Our time management is not the best. Some are a little better than others. But I already have an idea of what I'm gonna put on, what I'm gonna wear. Uh, I already got the fit in my head. I'm just trying to figure out, do I need to bring a jacket because it's supposed to be like 66, and so I'm a person I get cold. I like to be warm. And I get cold when other people feel like the weather is like beautiful and nice. And so I'm just trying to figure out, am I gonna bring a jacket, or maybe I need to change my outfit to maybe a long sleeve or something like that. Or maybe not. Maybe I just rock without what I got in mind. So about to go in here. Place is supposed to hit. It's this little spot that it's kind of for the fellas. Like her and her homegirl got together and bought tickets uh for us to enjoy this. So yeah, this night kind of on her, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to probably pay for food and all that type of stuff when I get there. But yeah, they went on to buy tickets, so fellas, hey, it's okay for a woman to treat you. It's okay for a woman to take you out. You know, shoot, you hold value. It's okay, women. It's okay to take your man out, or your man friend, or your husband, or your boyfriend, whatever that is. Man, go ahead, pay for them tickets. Treat him. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Especially if you got somebody that that's not trying to take advantage of you, not trying to use you, all those type of things. Sorry, my hand in the way. I'm disconnecting my charger. But yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy this spot and good time, hopefully. You know, I'm gonna leave the garage open. Just lock the door. But it's good because we really haven't got out uh in a minute. Like we ain't had no more day night or nothing, so I'm glad that we was able to get a sitter and set this up. Wrist. Time to roll. This umbrella. lot going on just to get out, you know, and maybe grab a bite to eat, or go to a park, go to a movie, something of that sort, you know, to kind of replenish your mental, and, you know, go out and just kind of see whatever attractions or anything that's going on. We live in a city where it's always something going on in Houston. Like, it's always something going on. It's always a place to go. The only bad part about Houston is just so much traffic. And then some people say the weather because it's hot and then it rains sometimes. But I don't mind the heat, to be honest with you. I prefer the heat. But the traffic, which we are experiencing right now, the traffic can be a pain. So, you know, all you time managers and planners, if you're moving to Houston or you live in Houston, put that into your time management, because there's always some construction going on somewhere. But yeah, like I say, back to just the date night. It's this place. It seems a popular place. It's been getting a lot of like traction on social media and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like. Excited to see what the food is gonna taste like. So you excited too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When last time we went out?
No, I think Nomad.
Nomad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dang. Okay. But all right. Like I said, it's gonna be a good night. You know, I think we looking nice. My wife, she always look nice, and you know, and that's one thing about us. You know, we like to dress up. I told y'all in the previous video that, you know, something that I enjoy doing that I might do for myself is, you know, buy some clothes, buy an outfit. Like I enjoy looking nice and putting different outfits together and things of that nature. And so it was only right when I, you know, chose to get in a relationship with my wife at the time, my girlfriend, that she shared that same characteristic. You know, she liked getting dressed up and looking nice, and she was actually fashionable. You know, it's not one of those things where, yeah, a person like getting dressed up and looking nice, but they probably, you know, they not as fashionable as you like. Of course, it's your own preference, but there was never a time where I felt like, I don't know if I'm gonna take you out looking like that. There was never a time like that, you know. And so I'm blessed to have that. And I, you know, same thing with me. I'm, like I say, I don't mind putting on. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind throwing on some jewelry, a button down, or a blazer, or just some streetwear, sweaters or something like that. I like fashion. She likes fashion, and so this gives us another opportunity to dress up and, you know, wear our clothes, you know, take some pictures and do that. And so you'll see that. You'll see some of it tonight. We'll get into it. You know, you can yay or nay if it don't. You say it don't look good or whatever, but the opportunity to wear your new sneakers or put on your new loafers, Gucci, Louis, whatever you like to wear, you know, those things make you feel good. Those things release endorphins in your brain. Like, it can't always just be hustle. It can't always just be work. You know, trust me, I'm not opposed to hustle and going to get it, because yeah, you got to go get it. But also there's a time where you need to sit down. You know, there's a time when you need to, okay, let me get out and move around. Let me put on some of my nice weather. Let me put on some of this drip and you know, step out. And so do that. Y'all guys go step out. Yeah. And so yeah, just, you know, also spending that foundation was built on just spending time with each other, going out and enjoying each other, you know. And so I'm blessed to have a beautiful wife that I can go out and show out. You know, when I step in the room, she shines. You know, but even outside of that, just to go and spend the time that we normally don't get as much in this time as we used to is a key component to keeping a relationship vibrant and just enjoyable. And so I look forward to those things. I look forward to these nights like this because, like I say, it doesn't come as often as we like. That's one thing when we started a family and having the size family that we have. We're a family of 6. You got two babies and two boys, teenagers. That it's always something going on. The schedule is busy. We're booked, and so to get that margin of time in your schedule to, even if you can't get out to a restaurant, maybe to go and enjoy a happy hour, or maybe to grab coffee if that's your thing. Replenish that those you can say vibes, or replenish that foundation, that love, the care, the chemistry that was once there, and enjoy each other. So it's gonna be a good night. It's definitely gonna be a good night. Y'all like it, see what it do. What's up, bro? What's going on, sir? Gotta have it. I win. Food at the wedding was good.
We use. As good as she can be doing, so many people. You're very welcome. I know my mom. I don't know what I
Yeah, and so on the second floor of the restaurant,
It was like these huge windows where it gave you a view of the like the entire car lot, and so you could have your table and you'll be sitting next to the window and you can see the car lot, and then they had tours where people can go and tour the vintage cars and sports cars and all that stuff in there. It was a cool little vibe. They also had a VIP members only area on the other side of a restaurant. So you'll come up the stairs of the restaurant, and then there's like a little catwalk to a members only spot. And so I didn't really ask them about that, but it looked real nice in there. Like as soon as you come in, a motorcycle is right there to greet you, And I don't mean literally greeting you, but it's a motorcycle right there. And so it just kind of ties it all into like automobiles and um, retro, and I think it's mostly retro because I didn't see nothing like new. I want to say I seen a Corvette, but nothing like you know nothing new. But service was good. Um, had a good waitress. Food was all right. I had this Cajun pasta that was okay. It wasn't the best Cajun pasta I've had. Yeah, I've had better, but it was okay. The drinks was pretty good. I had this their version of a Moscow Mule called the El Camino, and it was delicious. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was delicious. It might have been one of the best Moscow mules I've had, and so I'm not even gonna say Moscow, but one of the best mules I had. I got two. That's how good it was. And so had that. They had other drinks, French 75, of course, old fashioned things of that nature. I didn't try that. My wife, she had got some crab cakes, which were disappointing. They was just a little bit too crispy on the outside. Like they was kind of burnt, and it just wasn't given on the inside. You would think, okay, crispy on the outside, and even you get on the inside, very moist and tender. But it wasn't that, and so she was disappointed at that. She ended up sending it back. Her friend had this like steak salad that it looked good, and so my wife ordered that. Uh, Only thing is, when she got it, she didn't know that there was mushrooms in it, and so she has a mushroom allergy, and so it wasn't the best time for her in regards to the food that they had. But all in all, I think we probably go back. They have different simulator areas. Like when I say simulators, they have like this golf simulator, like a room where I think you can work on your tee. Um, they had something else. I don't remember. I don't even remember what it was. They had a private room that you can book. That was nice. It was a nice little spot. Only thing about it was that they closed early. Yeah, and when I say they closed early, they closed like at 9 o'clock. They getting up out of there. And so talked to the waitress. She said that now that they're getting more more like traction and more popularity on social media and things of that nature, they're in the talks of changing their hours because more people are starting to come and things like that. So um, I look for them to be open later hours. I'm not sure how late, but 9 o'clock is like as people don't get out to 9 o'clock sometimes. So that was kind of crazy. Um, but just the ambiance, it was cool. They had the game on. It's March Madness right now. They had the games on. They had like this huge projector of their logo and Derby, all that type stuff. It wasn't packed when we went. It was a Friday night and it wasn't packed at all. And so I like that. I don't like to be in a place where it's too packed. But you know, all in all, I had a good time. I think next time we might do the car tour just to check out the cars and just see how that is. And I might um, ask about the VIP, the members only. See what all that entails, what comes with that. Um, yeah, and just do it again. But all in all, it was good, man. Uh, tired. Um, to be honest with you, I didn't mind closing at 9 o'clock. we really had time to do something afterwards, but we just like, man, we about to come to the house, chill. I gotta go check on my rental cars tomorrow. I'll just meet up with my renters. Um, Edit this video. I got some other videos that I need to edit, so I got a few things I need to do. But I just like I'm good with just calling the night and chilling. But it was good. We got out. We're gonna do it again. I don't know when, you know, but I would say Derby is a cool spot. You know, food is not the best, but it ain't the worst either. You know, I think it kind of just depends on what you get. But it's a good vibe. It's a good couples date. It's a good just date. It's just a nice little spot to go. Maybe a little lunch time. They got good drinks though. I would say their drinks are good. So if you just want to go for happy hour, it's a nice place to go for happy hour and just enjoy yourself. So man, hey, it was a good night. So hey, on to the next one. See y'all.